What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Views from the Sip. I know you enjoyed the last one because it was fire. We got another one for you today. Guys, I want to know, if money wasn't an option, what would be your first occupation?
Probably being a porn star. And this
Idiot. Why would you?
You think you'd be a porn star?
First of all, let me finish.
Go ahead.
I want to hear this foolishness.
Go ahead.
Right. Sorry, babe, but being a porn star makes a lot of money. First of all, I do have to worry about
How much
AIDS.
you're
gonna
gonna
make the same
We're
thing.
all making
Well-
the same. You just doing something you want to do.
What
bro.
about AIDS?
But
too?
to be honest, though, I think
No, but you ain't got to worry about AIDS, bro. Go
no,
ahead.
they test them.
If
Like,
you-
like you got to get.
I'm saying, do I still get AIDS? Are we saying
I mean,
hypothetically?
if they tested and they ain't.
I'm saying,
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
but you can't
You
work
can't get it out of
you-
nowhere.
They get tested like every couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's
Hold on, let me
public information.
Let me finish though.
So it's
So
possible.
what if I'm the one to get AIDS though?
Then
Like,
you just gonna be the idiot.
Then
that
you
chooses
an idiot
profession.
that got AIDS.
But that's your risk.
Hold on.
You want
You ain't hazardous pay as a job.
Hold on. Mo, so let's just say you couldn't get AIDS or any STDs. Would you decide to be a porn star?
Right.
sex for free and make money. I would make money for
So
sex.
you think you're paying for it now?
I'm paying for all.
Are you paying for sex? Who you paying for sex?
You paying for it now?
I mean, we all pay for sex. I
Pause.
think
I never
Indirectly,
paid
huh?
for. I never-
indirectly.
Yeah, indirectly we do though.
It's called back order.
Oh yes.
I mean, technically, if you count gas money, if you talking about gifts, if you talking about all those things, yeah.
How much have you not got
Oh
for that?
my
I
goodness.
mean, all the clothes you buy so you can impress
Hey.
somebody.
And just, so everybody can understand what back order meant. When he said back order, that's all the vagina you didn't get that you might have paid for. Like all those dates you went on and you didn't quite get the ass.
All right.
And end it too soon.
But you kind of was like, dang, I put in that order. But it just ain't dropped yet. But man,
But maybe somebody stole your order off top, from your front step.
It's like the shipping during Christmas time.
I
You don't
have
get
you
all
ever
the
thought
gifts.
about that?
Sleek, or maybe she was like just using you, folks. She
But
was like you know how girls got their number saved, like, oh, this is the food guy.
Yeah.
This is if I ever get a flat, this is that
Yeah.
guy.
yeah.
You might just been the guy she was using for the
You know what I'm
time
saying?
being.
Just
A level one side dude.
Like you're not special enough.
No,
for
but
me
see,
to
that's what I'm saying. Don't make me special. I'm just trying to, so when I send my email to management, I'm trying to just see. Like, I ain't complaining and saying, I know I ain't get it. They know I ain't get my shipment. I ain't get my shipment.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when
When?
am I gonna get my shipment? Like, I ain't get that little piece.
You just need to track
But
information.
maybe later in life I might just be getting piece after piece after piece after piece. I just want to know when.
Maybe you don't qualify for the position, and you just
I
want to
ain't no
say.
position when you put that money on. You just get it, brother.
Oh, yeah, when you put the money order in, it's a wrap.
You just get it, man.
You just looking for your tracking information.
That's why most people
Yeah.
ask for a money order. Give me a money order.
Well, you just got played.
Facts.
You better go back to the Western Union and get your money back.
Okay, well, we heard where Ventures was going with his first
Right.
profession.
Yeah.
So, Brent, if your money wasn't an option, what would be your first profession or occupation, rather?
I'd probably just be debating sport. I'd be doing something like Skip and Shannon doing.
Oh, okay, then like ESPN type.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on Fox? Or you want to be on ESPN? They have more fun on Fox.
I was just gonna say Fox get paid more, obviously, because everybody going from
But we
ESPN
getting
to Fox.
paid the
But we
same.
get paid the
We getting
same
paid
though.
the
That's what I'm
same.
saying.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah,
getting paid the
well,
same.
Money's not
ESPN.
ESPN.
They got the
Bigger
coverage.
platform,
Everybody
yeah.
go to ESPN.
Mhm.
You're right.
Damn, what
You're
the
right.
fuck would I do?
I don't know, man. I'd be a carpenter.
You'll be a carpenter.
Why you say it?
I'll do real estate first. No bull. No lie. But then, like, carpentry would be my number one hobby. Just
They can
because-
tie into it. You can build them and sell them.
Right. I mean, that's all the same, but like what I want to do in real estate is not me actually doing all the work.
Yeah.
It's like I really want everybody else to do the work and I just get paid.
Okay,
Pretty
okay,
much,
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
This makes sense to me.
But
With
for,
carpentry, I want to do the work.
but for me, being real this time, if
Hold on,
I
it ain't your
Nah,
time
fuck
again.
you already
You already
win.
gave
You
your
certified
y'all
porn
gonna
star.
come-
You got-
y'all
nah,
gonna come
you
out?
some-
You was a
certified
porn
porn
star,
star,
bro.
bro.
We'll
Yeah,
come
y'all
back.
come back to me.
We'll come back to
You
you.
sitting time out.
Yeah.
I go sit in time
Think
out.
about what you've done.
I can't even believe you said
Y'all
that.
do it all the time for free. I can do it for money. So
Whoa, you
said-
know what I'm doing
we
for
said we'll
free.
come back to you.
What about you, DVJ? What you think?
I probably, if everybody got paid the same,
Yeah.
I probably teach. I love these
What
little bad
grade?
kids.
What grade?
Shoot, I was at fifth. I stay there. I stay with
Fifth, all the subjects. Which one?
fifth.
What subject?
Math.
Okay.
Or I even go to high school, but I do ninth. I wouldn't do more than that.
Would you
You
teach
do
your
what?
students financial literacy?
Teach ninth.
Oh, okay.
You said financial literacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you still teach math?
'Cause Financial
If I was
literacy is
in
not
high
really
school,
is not really being taught in school. Like we don't learn about taxes.
Like
and-
taxes.
I mean, I
We don't-
don't know. I mean, we might learn about it. It's brief though, because I took financial, finance.
yeah,
No,
right.
personal finance.
Personal
I
at,
took it too.
in
We had
ninth grade.
entrepreneurship. I took it in 9th grade too.
But you don't know if you'll teach it to your
It was
students.
like half a semester.
I don't know if
was
that's a
personal
subject I
finance
would
and
have
half
wanted
was
to teach.
entrepreneurship, I think.
Like if I could just want to teach anything, I just teach math. But see, I'm one of them teachers though. I'm lecturing, so I'm giving that type of advice in class. I'm like, man, y'all think it's sweet in here, but some of
Now.
y'all can't even add. So I know it's gonna be tough when you
When
trying
you
to file them taxes or when you trying to, you know what I'm saying, pass an algebra test, cause you can't even multiply. You know, I'm that dude.
But
What
if
about you, AD?
Me personally, I probably teach too. I probably teach history, but then I'm torn between what age group because I love the youth. Like I love
But
the
they
help
might
youth
not
out.
grasp it too fast.
But yeah, like when I give you a hardcore fact and
Yeah.
it don't blow your mind because you don't understand the importance of it,
Yep.
that's gonna irritate me.
No, I would have to
I was-
teach
I was
college
definitely-
students.
I would
I mean,
want-
high school students.
Like
not
when I
college
was,
students.
I definitely didn't care for social studies when I was in school.
Me neither.
Yeah, so
That was the least subject.
I like history.
I like history too.
But I'm
Like,
saying
slick.
I might teach it on a college level.
Yeah.
though.
I was
'Cause I
strictly
love
math
it.
and
History,
It'd be
science.
more
I really-
history and science is my favorite.
I wouldn't teach like English, but like I see how important it is. Like when we going, like it's like, damn, I've been taking English forever. But being in the elementary setting, like with them kids, I can see why that's important and shit. Like it's super, like, cause these kids, like they growing up, like it's no reason why I should have people my age that can't read out loud. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
still, like it
That
was
is
funny.
terrible,
It was
yeah.
funny when we was out in the classroom. It's like I popcorn
And
you.
popcorn read
I know
something.
you ain't paying attention. You might not be paying attention. That's gonna be funny. But then I might popcorn read you because shit, when you read out loud, it's
You
like
stutter.
the duck may swim on the lake.
I'm not good at reading out loud either. It's because my brain sees the words and it's going faster than what I'm actually saying out my mouth.
Yeah, and I stutter too, so I was the.
It's not even me
Stutter.
stuttering. It's just the fact that my eyes are moving too fast for my when it's time.
They
to
say you're
something.
supposed to be able to read as fast as you see.
Maybe I'm slow.
You might be. That's another reason why to these English teachers out here, thank y'all.
All right, Bo, go back to what you was about
Okay,
to
now
say.
boys,
I
give us a
can
good
go.
answer this time.
It was a good answer the first time.
It was, but
Is that
I
what
mean,
you like?
If that what you
You wanted to
I mean,
change?
it wasn't weird. I didn't think it was super
You
weird.
the one
All
with the
y'all
change.
are into. Never mind.
But just to the whole Pornstar thing, folks. You really think that sex would be as amazing if you just do it over
Every
and
day.
over
It's your
and
job.
over and over and
You
over
don't get tired of
again?
having sex every day.
Y'all get tired of saying that. Let's be real.
Folks,
I
if you
ain't
do
having
it
as much
every
as a
day,
Pornstar.
if you do it every day,
I'm not having
out
as much
multiple
as a
times a
Pornstar.
They
day.
ain't having sex every day. It's
I
a
think
job.
they have
It's a
sex.
job,
Yeah, that's
bro.
what they do for work.
I mean, it ain't an 8 to 5 or nothing like that.
I
but
think
it's a
but
job.
how you know though?
You doing it multiple times a day,
Yeah.
and on command.
Yo,
On command.
On
Yeah.
command.
I'm doing it on
We
command
shooting now.
no, you ain't doing no command
Nah.
now, folks.
It's
You
not-
on your own time.
They said we shoot now.
they call you. It's like, hey man. They call you. It's like, hey, Mr. Ventures. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, the scene time's been changed to 8 o'clock this morning, so I need you to wake up, so come down here, so you can get started.
For you probably be taking like hella fucking
Viagra.
Viagra, you like.
Cialis
Whatever it
and-
take.
Whatever.
I'm
it
saying though, I feel like it'd get weird. out
Exhausting.
Like at first you might be like, hell yeah, I'm getting all these, but it's like you don't even get to pick who you having sex
Nope,
with.
you don't. You just show up and
Dang,
one
hold
day
up, they don't?
One day you got
No.
BBWs.
You do.
one
You
day
I
you
think
do.
they can-
You
I-
can pick. It's
You
like
don't
a
pick the
movie.
girl.
Not every
It's
time,
a-
but I'm
it's
saying
a-
I'm thinking
you
like
can
you can
deny
say
roles.
I don't do Chinese women.
Oh, okay.
You deny a role, but then
Yeah,
you don't get paid.
But everybody get paid the same, so
I do what I want.
But
you can do what you want.
he don't get paid at all. If he don't work, he don't get paid.
All right.
He could just be into BBWs.
He just said he gonna deny the role for the ones he don't want. So you just not gonna get paid that day.
for the ones, it's not. I get to choose what I want, right?
And they say this is all we have today.
Forget that. I'm choosing a different career path.
Okay, what's your career path now?
But if I could be honest about it, it would probably be like mechanical work. Anything mechanical, I've always loved doing because of my dad. As far as working on cars and building cars, even now I can be in class and be searching cars and how to build a car, how to make a car faster, how to build the best car, classic car you can build.
Which class you in doing it?
Any class, because school doesn't matter to me. That's a different
Why
subject.
you in school
School
then?
doesn't. School's not
Education
important.
overrated, ain't it?
That's a whole nother talk, but I'll go into it. But I really feel like education is overrated because
I feel like after elementary school, you shouldn't need it.
and when I say that education is overrated because it's not, to me it's like not needed in these times because we're more built for skills now.
In these times. I don't think it was ever needed. I think after like,
I think it's
That's why I
needed
say
to an
like,
extent.
yeah,
you said,
after elementary school,
after
like you
elementary-
don't everything you learn after elementary school.
Because
What are you doing now?
You should be going
That you
into a
learned after
skill.
elementary
I think
I would say middle.
grade school is just
Well,
like
okay,
build a
our elementary
foundation.
school went up to 6th grade, so yeah, that's y'all middle, ain't it?
That's when y'all middle starts.
Oh, okay.
I think like we should like grade school. It's like they just covering all the bases. Like they have no idea what field you're gonna go into.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you're gonna be a doctor. I don't know if you're gonna be a lawyer. I don't know if you're gonna be a mechanic. I don't know. But let me just cover all the basics. That way, when you get to college, you can choose.
Yeah.
But I think
why-
that's.
I don't think it'd take that long.
But I think it should be cut short because when you get into high school, you start finding your interests.
No, I think.
Nah, I ain't find my interest.
I was
got
just
it.
about to
But
say,
at
I
least
think people-
you didn't have an interest. Like you might not know what your strong, like what
was
you
too
going,
wide.
but you know
Not
what your
career
strong
based.
suits.
Not
I
career.
didn't know if
Oh,
I wanted
I
to do
always had an
history.
Nah,
interest.
I think you should go to school, learn K through 8.
Yeah.
Come high school, come 9th grade, everything should be like vocational.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you
what I
should
was
learn
saying.
Skill sets from 9th.
Whatever you pick.
Because
you gotta,
college not gonna be for everybody. First of all,
Yeah.
So if you start kids off in 9th grade learning the skill, the ones who can't make it to college can have a skill set to get a job.
See,
Yeah.
but I think that's how the setup is, though. It's more of a psyche thing. It's like you can learn how to do your job at work.
Right.
They don't teach you how to do your specific job
Yeah.
at work.
But you know what else they don't teach you in school though? In college.
They
But
don't teach you how
They
to
don't,
work in
they don't
school.
teach you finances. They don't teach you to start your own company when you're in college.
don't.
All college is doing is prepping you to work for somebody else.
It's not even prepping you to work.
It's prepping you to work.
Because
It
that's
ain't prepping
another
you to
thing,
work.
Tim. That's what I get what he's saying because even the class I'm in now, they're outdated stuff. Like I'm not gonna ever have to go learn how to do a stretch because a computer gonna do that.
Yeah.
Computer gonna always do stretch tension for me or something. It's gonna be computerized. Why am I not learning this software? We was talking about that yesterday in a meeting I had. That like an electrical engineer was talking about we using this outdated machinery. Well, I'll never use this a day in my life. So when somebody at a job asks me to use the machine, I ain't gonna even know how to use it.
They don't
They
teach you how to
expect me
use it, though.
But they'll teach me how to use it. So basically, I think college is messed up in that aspect because their employers are looking for people that they think can take on this task and do it.
it's too test based, basically. Like they teach you stuff just so you can take tests.
Right.
I think it should be like
Skill
like
sets.
test. They should test you, but it shouldn't be paper and pencil.
Yeah,
It should be
exactly.
like out in the field. I walked you through how to do this step.
Exactly.
Now it's you, just like
Right.
on the job. On the job, when I first got on, the person that was in charge of training me
Yeah.
walked me through the steps. Eventually, he was like, "Okay, now you do it on your own,
Right.
and do it right." That should be your test.
That's
Or
what
it
it
could
is.
be both. Like you can still do the like they need to teach it in the field, but like you can come back and write it
And
down
it
or like,
depen- it
like
depends
have
on the major,
questions like
too.
that.
But that's how the system is made up, though. It's like in order to get the job, you got to go to college.
Yeah.
Why you need to be a part
You
of the
gotta
system?
go long enough to
Why
get
be
this
why you gotta-
one little
why
sheet piece
be
of
a
paper.
product of the system?
Because straying away from the system is so much of a risk.
It's
like,
like-
of course, you could say, I don't have to do this. I'm gonna go start my own thing.
Right.
But it's like you don't have the know-how first because you ain't been working. You don't know how the system even goes. Like you don't even know how to start your own business first because you ain't learned it in school. So you really just been in school.
It's like school
And I
just
think-
But
teach
it's
you
much
discipline.
more worth it in the end. Like you might not
It
know how to
could
do
be,
it on the front end.
but it's a risk though.
But I think I agree with both of y'all. But I think it's not as profitable to teach you how to have your own thing because a lot of
True.
people feel like if I teach you something,
You'll
Then
take
you
my
ain't gonna
job.
work for
you're
me.
taking away from the overall thing. I need
Yeah.
employees. Like if I'm in the market of real estate, right, and I live
Yeah.
in the Jackson area,
Mm-hmm.
then if I teach somebody else how to do it, they're gonna be taking houses and stuff away from me.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think it's only a certain amount of people who feel like I'm gonna share this with. I'm gonna share this knowledge
For
with
real.
people,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Because I know it's enough money to have for everybody.
For everybody.
Some people won't just hoard it to themselves.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Even sharing your knowledge sometimes, because that's just like at work. Sometimes people at work don't want to share information because it's like they feel like you're threatening their position. Like
Yeah.
if I teach you how to do my job, they might say,
I'm less secure in my
yeah,
position.
it's like, well, since Bo know how
Devontae
to
can
do
do
it,
yeah.
then he can just do both things.
And, and he's younger,
Yeah,
so let me
he
just
can
get rid of you because
yeah,
you're
yeah.
older.
Nah, let me hold on to it. You just
I
gonna
can
have
save,
to learn, young
I can
blood.
save money by not paying both of y'all and just pay one of y'all.
Right. Because that
And I
business
can-
sense, that
and-
makes perfect sense.
And then I could pay him less because one, he's young, he doesn't have the experience you
Yeah.
have. He's young. It's like it's a better overall deal to pay the younger person. They just get rid of. So maybe that's why the older people hold on to their knowledge.
Yeah, but see, but then I think about it too like this because that makes sense. Because it's like, well, if I just decide one day we don't need this many people doing the same job, like we can really still work the same way. If I just had like maybe I have 5 people doing it right now, but cause I feel like possibly I can only use 2 of y'all and we can do the same thing we've been doing.
Yeah.
Then that makes like less jobs for people. So it's like, well, you might want to hold on to your little information you got.
But then too, that reminded me of a conversation I was having with this person, this older person, and I was saying like we had like a millennial meetup, and it's like a lot of young people meet up, and he was like trying to get ideas like that, and he was like he feels like because I asked him, I was like, I feel like older people don't share information, like especially business owners and stuff like that, like they don't share their information like the further on the youth. But y'all just want to complain, talking about they're lazy, or they don't want to go out there and get it themselves. Why do we have to learn the hard way and you got the blueprint? And apparently your blueprint was successful, so pass it down. And his response was, well, a lot of young people, they're not receptive to what we got to say. They think they know it all. They ain't trying to hear what we got to say. Well, my response was like, well, forget them.
Right. Yeah, teach
Help
to
the ones that
everybody.
wanna know.
And the
Yeah,
folks that's gonna get it, and they gonna do what they need to do.
Exactly. If they don't want to listen to you, forget them. But if a person comes to you and says, hey, I'm trying to get XYZ done, how do you get this done? Because I see it work for you. Why not help them? Especially if you already solidified, if you a household name, my little business not going to affect yours.
I feel like the older generation too, because they don't give us that information, they kind of look down on the youth now.
Yeah.
But it's like, y'all wanted us to go get it and be innovative and learn on our own. And so this is what we came up with. These are the ideas that we came up with on our own. So you can't look down on them and be like, that young boy, he don't know what he doing. Yeah. He just out here. That's gonna all come crashing down. Okay, now I done learned to be self-sufficient. Let it come down. But I done learned to be self-sufficient, so I'm ready to prepare myself to fix it.
Yeah. Dude, why do you think like it's harder like for certain people to jump out and start their own business?
The risk.
I know the risk, but I'm saying like, what is the cause of their risk?
I would say it could be almost like parenting. Like, because this is what I'm saying. Like getting raised in a household where education is everything. You're not gonna like in my household. Education is everything, so you're not gonna not go to college.
Oh yeah, like it was understood.
Yeah, you're going to college.
Like I was in elementary school. They was like, "What you gonna do when you graduate high school? Go to college." Like that's what
I mean. The option, the option,
just like
military
it wasn't even a question.
Option.
Yeah,
no,
like,
military was an option. No, it's work. First of all, work meant all day, all night, all the time.
Yeah.
Or you was going to the military, but that was kind of like I don't really want to go to school. I don't really want to work. I want to go to the military. Maybe somebody in your family was in the military, or maybe you really wanted to go. But I know a lot of the people our age now that go, they just going out the strength.
Yeah, because it's gonna give them a little money.
Yeah, it's gonna get them a little money. It's like nowadays, I feel like people do more stuff just for money.
Yeah.
Not really
wanting to do
like what they want. It's not my dream job, but I know if I do this, I'm gonna make money. Like because I know when I was going into college, like I never thought about doing what I wanted to do. My whole thing was if it don't make money, it don't make sense.
When I was coming to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just took an idea just because somebody else said it. Like I knew the whole time I was a creative thinker, and like I see projects, I see ideas, and I can see them through. But I didn't necessarily even know what civil engineering was before I signed up for it. Like it took me.
I was the same way.
To freaking junior year to actually realize what civil engineering was. Became junior year, I realized that ain't what I wanted to be doing.
Yeah, it was too late to go back, and I had that same thing happen to me.
Go ahead, bro.
I had the same thing happen to me, and I was like, dang, bro, is this really even what I want to do for a living, like every day, like a career path? But then it's like, nah, I ain't going back, it's over with. Right. And then mom said already, like, on the way in, it's like certain stuff I couldn't even major in. Certain stuff I couldn't major in because he was like, nah, you ain't gonna make nothing doing that.
Get you no money.
Yeah, but it's like, if that's what I like, then that's what I want to do. But because I had been raised in that household the whole time, I knew certain stuff I wasn't gonna major in.
One thing about being from Mississippi, being that that's our title, Views from the SIP, in the middle class Mississippi, I can say that we did not have room to have dreams growing up.
Oh, definitely no.
We were told what we could do. We were asked, as a young person, you're asked what you want to do. You just say something random. I want to be a fireman.
Nobody cares
I want to be a
then.
policeman.
Not when you're little.
Nobody even paid attention to the things you actually said you want to do. You growing up, I don't know why this boy always doing this. Why he always drawing? Why he always into the music and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
But when you grow up, you can't go to school and major in music. That ain't gonna make you you can't go be no graphic designer. Right. You can't only stick to cutting lawns, even though you know how to make money.
You want to be an artist.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's certain things that you grow up doing.
And do you think that that's a byproduct of like the annual income medium being lower here than other states? And the reason I say that is because if your family is already well off, basically, you can afford to be a dream. Because they're like, you know what, it's like
if you don't work out, I got
breathing room.
Yeah, you got a safety net.
If mom and dad already just barely making the cut of paying bills and making sure you straight, I can't afford no mess ups from you. I need you to major in something that's gonna make you some money because mom and dad can't afford to be your safety net.
You not falling back
and
on me.
I know me personally, like I definitely had that type of pressure on my back. Like I always knew, cause like I grew up in a single parent household. Yeah. And so even though mom was working, you know, and we was good though. I ain't gonna act like we weren't good, but it was like just to see her carrying that weight all the time. Cause some days she be stressed, some days, you know, they not as good as others. Yeah. And so just to see her endure that type of stuff, it made me want to do something, but not necessarily. It made me want to say, man, I feel like, man, if I really put my ideas together, maybe I could be a rapper. And it made me think anything like that. It made me feel like I had to go a certain route so I can secure a certain career path. Like solidify my spot so I could, like, maybe, you know, when I got to a certain point, I could help out or do what I could because I knew that I took the path that was necessary to achieve those goals.
So moving forward, we're 24, 25 years of age now. Moving forward, what's your plan for your child? Because you know how we grew up. So what would be your plan for your child?
Me personally, since I speak first, since I actually have a little girl, I feel like I need to be that safety net for her. You know what I'm saying? So let me be the one to go out there and get the money needed to secure everything else, to have money put aside to allow her to that possibility to dream. If she want to go and try to pursue singing or being an artist or if she want to take a low-paying job, as nothing against teachers at all, I respect them, but we all know they don't make enough money that they need, that they deserve to make. Right. But if her passion is teaching, let her go and do that because she know daddy got her back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can either use that money for college or use it to sponsor her dreams, basically.
I mean, if my actual plan, honestly, I've already started her a college fund, right?
Yeah.
And so saving that money all the way up to get time for her and letting her know, with this money, you can either do one or two things. Because, I mean, I save the money so I can tell you what to do with it, right? So you can either do one, for real.
Yeah, I feel you.
You can do one or two things. One, we can take this money and we can pay for your school, flat out. Two, you can take this money and you can start you a business. Either one or two things you do with this money. Because honestly, you can always go back to school.
Yeah.
And if you want to take a risk, but I have this safety net there so she knows.
And you there to teach her.
Yeah.
My thing is, when I have a child, when they get about 15, 16 years old, it's automatic. I'm starting them a business. They're going to be doing something or following behind me just so they can see, like, this is how the game works. This how you can go out there, learn about money, know how to teach your friends about money, know how to put money in your circle, put dreams in your circle, surround yourself with people who are good, who you know going to be trustworthy at a young age. You can start networking faster and everything.
Definitely. And I'm going to put a pin right there because you said an excellent point. That's something that we didn't have growing up. And I don't feel like a lot of people in Mississippi had growing up. Like the idea of like, something, don't get me wrong, you got exception of people everywhere. But the average kid didn't think, like, they didn't have that person to follow behind and say, okay, you might not be into real estate right now, but I'm going to show you how the game works. That way you will have some trade, some skill, some hardcore thing to fall back on if your dream doesn't work out. Yeah. Like, I know this, like, I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but I know most Caucasians, they do what their parents do. They get older and decide, you know what, Dad, I really don't like, you know, marketing or whatever you mean. But they know their business inside and out and are able to perform at a high level by the time they're able to.
So they know how to use their knowledge.
Exactly.
So
their knowledge is their safety net.
Yeah, but that goes back to the class thing. It's like, well, if my dad got a successful business, whether or not I like it or not, he's showing me everything about it. the ins and outs, I have an option now.
Mm-hmm.
I can follow Pops
Right.
in his footsteps.
And that's
Or
you go,
I
you
can
finish.
go, you know, on my own and try to go whatever I had, you know, I dreamed out to do. I could go try to pursue that. But at the end of the day, because that's already tough, I know I'm going to have that job.
And then go ahead, bro.
And I was gonna say that's what as my parents have gotten older, they have done a better and better job of doing it. Like my dad, growing up, did not want me to be a mechanic at all. Like, and I love mechanic work. Like when I was growing up, that's all I wanted to do: follow behind him, work on the car. But growing up, he told me this is a hard job. You ain't gonna want to do this. You're gonna be hurting all the time. So it kind of crushed me on it.
Right.
So when I finally got to college, I chose something safe. I thought was safe. I chose nursing. I chose biology.
Right.
And I failed at it because I truly believe that's not what I meant to be going into. I should have been going into an engineering path. I should have been going to like
You didn't have a passion for it.
because I just like I liked it, but I didn't have the passion for it. I wasn't driven to do it. You
Like
got to be
the-
driven to go
like
to
the
medical
idea
You
school.
just chose it.
Right.
That's like everybody. You just chose it. Like it was like, you know how you say when people ask you, when they check on you and they ask your parents like, what Vontae doing? What Tim? What Bo doing?
Right.
What they doing now?
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, they at Jackson State. They majoring in
Doing
such and
this
such.
and
But
that.
then you know how like just like if you say something, it's kind of like, oh, okay, then I just was asking about them. But when you tell them something good, something that they can brag about and be happy
Yep.
about, they got like a different type of feel about them. Like they proud of you on some stuff.
Like for example, people have no idea most people don't have no idea what a hydrologist is, right?
Right.
But when you say it, it just sounds good. What do you
Right.
do?
Yeah.
Oh, I work for the U.S. Geological Survey, and I'm a hydrologist. I work on large river systems. Yeah, it
Oh, yeah.
sounds-
Oh, we doing good.
yeah, we're doing good.
Oh,
But
yeah,
then-
he making some money, ain't
But I hate it. But I hate it.
Right, you hate
know what
going-
I'm
you
saying?
hate getting them going to work.
And then going back to something you said, Tim, I had the same exact thing. When I first went to college, I wanted to do history. I love history. I always love history. I wanted to major in history. My mom was like, and no, she did it out of love because she just wanted the best for me.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wanted the
But
best
she
for
was
you.
like, son, do you want to teach off the rip? And I was like, no, I don't really know if I want to be a teacher. She was like, well, you want to work at a museum? And I was like, no, I don't really want to do that either. She was like, well, there's like your own two options. You major in history. And I was like, okay. So I said marine biology. The school I went to didn't have a marine biology program. I went and talked to a dude, and he was like, you should do Earth System Science, which is a geology degree.
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool. Majored in that. It wasn't until my junior year. I said, you know what? I got to start thinking about jobs now.
Yep.
What does
See-
a geologist even do?
Right.
And I went to go talk to talk to my advisor, and I said, what job opportunities is there for a geologist or anybody working in hydraulics? She was like, let me look. She had no idea.
But I don't feel like nobody knows
I'm
that.
too far deep in now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my major this late in the game.
Right.
So now let me finish it out and figure it out on my own.
But that's like I feel like with any major, like a lot of people go to school because you got to pick your major in the beginning.
Definitely.
I like what
Did
you.
y'all have to feel like they come to your high school and they feel like the little form saying like, and then
Nah, really, we just signed up for something bridge.
Yeah, we did Summer
Yes.
Bridge. Summer
Okay.
Bridge was super clutch. Super clutch.
That
That
one
was
of
the perfect
best
setup.
programs at Jackson State.
Yes, definitely.
I went to
had
Summer
like-
Bridge.
I know. That's
Yeah.
what.
Yeah, but go ahead, bro.
But nah, I was saying like a lot of times, well, for the most part, people just choose majors based on what they heard about.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I'm gonna do engineering. They make good. I'm gonna do accounting. I'm gonna do whatever it is that you chose to do.
And you grew up hearing these people make a
Because
lot of
you're
money.
young, like when you first get to college, you really don't know unless you've been.
See, the thing is, we grow up hearing that what job make a lot of money.
Yep.
We
So
don't
that's
we
what
don't
we
grow
choose.
up hearing
What the
people
job
hate
do.
their damn job.
Nah, we don't. We definitely don't.
And we're not exposed.
Yeah,
to me,
but-
the biggest problem is that we're not exposed to nothing.
But it's
So
like,
we're not exposed to what they do.
but it's like when you hear that, when you hear engineers make good money,
You choose it.
you don't even know. That's what I'm saying. That's why you like the breakdown. You don't even know what kind of engineers they even talking about. You
Is
just
that
like
'cause
in
the only engineer you know growing up is the one that build the bridges.
yeah, you like,
But
like,
it's like so many different
and
engineers.
then you got
Yeah,
the
like I
list.
learned about system
Like
engineering.
I honestly thought I was going. I almost go to USM
Yeah.
because I was gonna do electrical engineering. Why? Buddy came to class, gave us a little presentation, and I was like, that sounds like something I might want to do.
First career you probably was exposed to though.
Then I said, nah, I'm gonna go to Jackson State so I can get the refund. I know a lot of y'all know about them refunds.
Yep,
they was
them
giving out.
refund clips.
And so, you know what I'm saying? I went to Jackson State. Then they have electrical engineering. So I know a lot of people come up with that. Like AD just said, he wanted to major in something else. They didn't
Yeah.
have the major.
That's what I did too.
And then he doing something else, and now his whole life based off a lie.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It's based off a lie.
And then crazy thing about it is I studied mostly like I hate to bore y'all with my career path,
Go ahead.
like
Please don't bore me.
I know, but nah. Basically, I studied rock formations and sediment types, and stratigraphy columns, and doing all this stuff. And then I'm working at a place to do nothing but water. Like, come on now, like this not at least let me do what I studied in.
That's when I realized, like, when I got my internship summer of my sophomore year, I came back and realized, like, none of the stuff we were doing in class
That's how I
was
feel,
nothing
too.
we did.
That's
with
how I
our
feel,
first
too.
internship.
But that's real though.
That's when I stopped paying attention to class. I was like, dude, I can.
And that's where I'm at right now.
cram to pass these tests. So I stopped listening to class. I
But
stopped
then
doing all
that
that.
let me know though, like
It's full of
everything that you went to school for,
full of shit.
because you learned everything you need on the job.
Full of shit.
going for a little piece of paper.
But you need that piece of paper to work there.
But
Exactly.
that's how you weed out the people. That's
It
how
is.
because it is discipline. It's just like I know
it's
you're
like
not
a
tough
screening
enough.
process.
I know you're not. It is a screening process. I know you're not tough enough to make it through. You might go to college, but you're not gonna finish. You need that paperwork to get up in here. You ain't gonna be able to get up in here if you can't finish.
And that's why when I go to interviews now, I've been so many places with interviews. They say, I don't care what you know. Because I know at your college they ain't teach you what we gonna teach you anyway.
Yeah.
So they want to know, can you interact with people? Can you learn on the fly? They don't like it. Be people. I ain't gonna use that example, but I know people with high GPAs. They're not gonna get the job just because they don't have the communication skills. Because I don't care what you know if you can't communicate with me when we work on a project.
That's true.
Right? So it's just, to me, we need to do a better job when we teach our young people, expose them to things. Because I wasn't exposed to a lot of things as far as outside of school and football. School and football was everything. I wasn't exposed to what engineers do on a daily. I think we should start interning at an early age, because you can find a career path that you actually like.
Oh, I say you should
Because
do
you
that
really
vocational at the early
you
stage.
really don't even be knowing. Like you said, like a lot of people, they choose the major, they go into it, and it's not until it's like, damn, it's almost time to get up out of here. What am I about to do?
Yeah.
Like I know I need to start applying for jobs, but where though?
Yep.
Like what kind of job do I even qualify for? It's like, oh, if I would have known that this all I could do, I would have did something else. But it's too late now.
Yep.
And then too, so we already said that everything we feel like we lacked or that was wrong with how we grew up and like things that we would have changed. But like if we just could create like one blanket on something that we can fix to change the next generation so they have a better opportunity to
We'll
do
go
different
person by
things.
person.
Like person by person, or if something
I
small
don't
is
think
person by person or whatever.
Start about this.
I probably would just change. Well, I don't even say I would change, but I would just make sure at least like by high school that people, because you kind of know what you think you want to do a little bit,
Yeah.
but you don't necessarily know like, well, I'm gonna go major in this because this is what I be. Because you don't really like. Some people have those passions where they like, I always wanted to be a detective. Man, you asked me that question in 10th grade. I don't know. I don't know. I still don't know.
I didn't know nothing.
I don't know. 11th grade, I still don't know. It's not until my senior year where now that I have to go to college and choose a major.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, what do I want to be?
I would.
And then when you
I
get
would-
then when you get to college, you're not even taking the class that you just picked.
Yeah,
you
I
still
would-
gotta go through the same
The
thing you
basics,
just went through in high school.
Like, so I'll make sure that at least by 10th grade, everybody was exposed to career paths. So like they would know if you want to go to school for engineering, what type of engineer do you want to be?
Yeah.
Like what are you good at? So you can base what you're good at. Maybe you can, you know what I'm saying? That's how you choose your career path. Like I'm good at this. Like I like to work with my hands. Maybe I want to do construction. Like cause you go into it so focused on the money,
Right.
and money not always gonna make you happy at the end of the day. Like it's nothing like waking up every day going to a job you hate.
Definitely.
If I was to do, if it was me answering Austin's question, I would definitely change the school systems. Come 9th grade, there will be no more hand, paper, pencil tests for just like all subjects of science, math, English, reading. There would be no more of that. You would start working. Everything would be vocational. Everything would be broken off in groups. We will have like-minded students all in the same area working on the same projects, so that they can get exposed to everything that they need to be exposed to. That alone gonna build way more character than them sitting in their classroom all day trying to be quiet.
You learn how to work with people while doing it.
Exactly.
I mean, for me, I think I'm gonna say two things that I think need to change. I think it should be a middle ground though, because I think people should learn math, English, and science.
Yeah.
So I think it should be half and half. I don't think you should be sitting in the classroom all day because that's ridiculous. That's why a lot of students, we not like I wasn't built to sit down all day. Like I just wasn't built for that because I like to move around. I like to be doing it. And the other thing I teach about finance early so students could understand it. You don't need to go into a high paying job to be comfortable or have like money. You can live below your means and still have money and have wealth. So it's not all
crazy, bro. We know every way in the world to fuck up our credit.
Yeah.
We know no ways to fix that shit other than we gonna sit back and wait and not do shit.
See, but
not put no more bills on ourselves to fix it.
That's the only way. It's a broken system.
But see, that goes.
You don't even need credit.
That goes.
There's so many loopholes that we don't.
You don't
know
even
about.
need credit.
Like your credit
So, if you like say for instance, I had a credit score of 850, whatever.
Yeah.
You had a credit score of 500.
Yeah.
If I make you like give you permission to be on my account, on my credit card account, your credit score will rise up just because my account was being used and my stuff was being paid off. Your credit score will go up.
So would yours go down?
No.
Okay.
And then,
But
you
go ahead. I was gonna say, but then that goes back to the OGs not giving us that knowledge.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's like if you messed up, you can teach. I can learn. I'll become more wise by learning from your mistakes early.
Exactly.
So that way, when I get in a position where I can make those same mistakes, I can do different things.
And then everybody around you might not know. You can enlighten your friends and everything.
I'm about to say a lot of times the OGs really don't have a clear understanding.
Because I just learned that you don't need a credit score to get a house.
Especially like with stuff like finances and stuff like that.
No, it's the
like
way
a lot
to do it.
of our parents and grandparents like that, they really didn't have an idea. They was figuring it out as they went too.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cause my mom, for instance, like she was talking about like student loans and how she got all these student loans. But then because she didn't know any better than the people, like my grandma, she didn't, go all the way through school. And so it was like nobody really was there to even tell her, baby, you got good grades. You can go here for free.
Yeah.
You're right.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, if
I
you
guess
don't know,
when you
if
know
you don't
better,
know,
you do
if
better.
you don't know to apply for them scholarships, ain't nobody gonna tell you about
Yeah,
it.
don't nobody, like the scholarship I got, anybody could have got this scholarship.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't want to end it on a somber note, like oh, woe is me type note. This is something that it needs to be addressed, and then even if you are in this situation, you gotta just tough it out. Right now, ain't no point of crying over spilled milk. You gotta just tough it out and figure it out on your own. But
We can hit back on both Pornstar stuff.
Nah, I wouldn't suggest it. I wouldn't
Easy way to make
recommend
money.
it.
that's something I always said. Don't be a porn star. If you take nothing away from what we said, don't be a porn star like Bo.
Unless you're a prostitute.
Strippers.
What you
Makes
mean?
sense.
Bro? Hold on. What
Makes
you mean? What you mean?
I mean, if you're a prostitute, you having sex for money.
That's the same thing as a Pornstar.
Not really.
All right, guys.
All right, y'all. We're going to conclude
This has been another
episode.
episode. These boys wild. This has been another episode of Views from the SIP. We hope you enjoyed. You can find us on Instagram. You can follow our Twitter page. You can follow our Facebook page.
All of them.
All of them.
And Views from the SIP.
Spotify,
YouTube, Spotify,
SoundCloud,
all
iTunes,
streaming platforms.
All of them.
Google
We're gonna
Play.
be on all that. Google Play, on all streaming platforms. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye.
View.